Hello again, Broncos country. My name is Kev Dan, and welcome to another edition of the Halftime Hash here at Bourbon, Broncos, and No BS. Halftime is almost here, guys. It's 1:47 left in the first half there, second quarter. Jets have the ball 3-0, so we're going to kind of call out the game a little bit here as we get closer to halftime. Big pass by the Jets there, getting closer to field goal range, and so we'll see what they do. Go ahead and start posting your comments, start posting your questions, and we will talk about what's going on in this game. Let's see there. Looking to see what Rodgers does here, guys. Drop back for another pass. Incomplete. I'll tell you what, though, this Broncos defense today has been just doing outstanding. Out freaking standing. Love everything that they're doing. Yeah, great pass protection. Man, that play, though, that was a big chunk play, but we're looking at 3rd and 10 here right now. Minute 15 left. Of course, Broncos only have one timeout left because, yep. I just don't know how this game's not 35-0 right now, but let's see. Big tackle by the Broncos. Line of scrimmage. McMillan right there. Now he's having a big game. Tell you what, Justin Strnad, that's a name that you can really be proud of today. He has had a huge game. If you remember, he's stepping into Alex Singleton's role. So for him to be having the game he's having is just phenomenal. 3rd and 10 here, 40 seconds on the clock. Broncos really can't stop the clock. Rodgers just letting the clock go down. Quick pass caught at the 35-yard line. First down. Timeout with about 28 seconds to go. Should have had him there. Had them there, guys. Hey, start posting your comments, start posting your questions. I want to hear what you have to say about the first half. We'll start breaking it down here as soon as halftime starts. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start calling the game here a little bit. Hit that share button for me. Make sure you subscribe. We got a ton of content for you guys. So if you're first time here, glad you're watching. And yeah, we want to be interactive. So let's hear what you have to say. I think we all expected the Broncos defense to really come out and have the game that they're having. This is not surprising to me in terms of what the Broncos defense has been able to do so far. Weather issues and everything aside. But the Broncos offense, this is where it's like, I didn't expect a complete showing, the same thing we saw last week against Tampa, but we wanted to see some of the same stuff, right? We wanted to see them flash. We wanted to see them have some sort of consistency, but it just has not been there from Bo Nix. Bo Nix today has been the struggle. And we'll talk about some of the injuries and what's been going on in the running game. Big pass. Caught. Big pass. Aaron Rodgers down the sideline. Caught. Oh, my God. Looks like at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line, he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass now. Wait for it. We're going to look for that other toe. No, I think he's in. No, he got both toes down. Okay, they are going to review that one. So we'll talk about some other things here. Bidet, we're looking for some updates on Tyler Bidet to see what his status is. If you remember, he got hit hard on that fumble. I'm not going to, say that fumble was his fault in the slightest, because that was just, a hard hit to the back. I don't think he even really saw it coming. And so, he had good, he was holding the ball well. It's not like he was doing anything bad. And so it was just an unfortunate fumble. But then the bigger issue is that back injury and possible vertebrae issue, whether it's, a fracture or something like that. That could be season ending. And that's just terrible for a guy who you saw finally, just just maybe starting to see his career get off the ground. And for him to maybe go out for the season as soon as it starts is just heartbreaking for the guy. But right after that, all of a sudden, we get a running game. All of a sudden, we get a running game from freaking Javonte Williams and let's see, McLaughlin there. So I don't know what was said to them, what woke them up, but something was said because I mean, where has that been all freaking season? Especially Javonte. It's like, dude, where have you been all year? I'm like, it's finally a perfect time for you to show up. Would like to have seen you in weeks 1 and 2 and 3. But so hopefully, those two can continue to really grind it out in the second half and maybe allow Bo Nix to just calm the hell down. See what we're doing here. Rodgers rolling out, pushed out of bounds with a 2-yard gain there. See what Rodgers does here. So 2nd and 8 from close to the 10-yard line here at this point. Just waiting to see here. Okay, guys, post your comments, post your questions. We got the halftime hash starting up before too long. We'll break down everything that we saw in the first half and to see what the Broncos need to do in the second half here to win. 16 seconds left in the first half, so Broncos are not going to be able to get this ball back. They will get the ball to start the second half, though, so that's good. Rodgers is sacked. Thank you, defense. There you go. This defense, this game should be 42-0, guys. This game should be 42-0. I mean, this defense is doing literally everything. And then you got special teams just freaking killing it as well. I mean, Mims almost got killed because of a missed block, but thank God he's okay. But otherwise, I mean, our special teams, again, has just been freaking killing it. But this offense of ours is just hurting us, guys. And today, it's kind of been a mix. Early on, it started. We'll talk about it. I'm going to break down what I remember and what I saw from the first half there. Okay, looking to see what the Jets do here. Rodgers lined up in the backfield. Running it. They're just going to run it, kill some clock to get the field goal. Looks like we'll go into halftime 6-0, guys. Again, absolutely shocked that we still have a chance to be in this game. Anyway, Christopher, how you doing, good sir? Glad to see you up in here. Talk about no BS. I was BS on not calling a holding and PI for Denver. Yeah, I think the pass interference in the end zone, I think that one was weak, but these guys have been calling everything all day. Everything all day. You got to win despite the refs. You have to. If you're a good football team, you have to win despite the refs. The Broncos right now are not a good football team, and that's okay to say because we're rebuilding. Okay? No one expects us to be a good football team. We want them to be a good football team, but the reality is if we take the orange and blue goggles off for just a second, we are not a good football team right now. We have a great defense. We have a really good special teams, but our offense is bottom of the league, and that makes us not a good. Yep. Good field goal by the Jets, 6-0 to end the half. Man, just 3 and out, guys. Okay. Let's see. Humphrey pass should have been pass interference. Number 30 got it saved. Yeah, man. It's like you got to wonder what they're seeing sometimes versus other times. I'm not a ref. I'm not trained to be a ref. I don't know exactly what they're taught to see and what to call and what the dynamics of the field are, what they are on the field at the time. So it just goes back to, I get it. The reffing is the reffing, but you got to be able to win despite the refs. How can someone hold Allen in the air and not call it holding? Yeah, I think it might just be like, look, Allen is just demolishing this game. I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel you there, but I tell you what, guys. Let's see here. Halftime hash officially started, guys. Here we go. Broncos down only 0-6 going into halftime here against the Jets. Jets got the last second field goal there at the end after a really good 2-minute drive, basically by the Jets, getting up some really big chunk plays. The defense, though, just absolutely demolishing the Jets in general and giving Aaron Rodgers absolute trouble all day long. So let's pull up some stats here, guys, and break some things down while you pull up some comments. Yeah, let's hear some more from you guys. Colton, good sir, how you doing? Get ready for the big deep shots in this next drive. We're supposed to let up. Yeah, thanks. I meant to look that up before halftime. I totally spaced on it. So look, let's let Bo rip, but he does not look confident right now, man. I'm telling you, he does not look confident, and that makes me concerned about taking those deep shots down the field, because we're going to have to do something to get, like the announcer was saying, and I completely agree, we got to do something to get the pressure off the quarterback, off the offensive line. When, thankfully we're getting some sort of run game all of a sudden. I think McLaughlin and Javonte Williams there either had a powwow or somebody came and talked to him and said, look, enough is enough. It is literally down to you guys. Okay. Like, we've gone through these other guys, we've gone through injuries. Bidet is now looking like he's out, possibly out for the season. It is down to you guys. And this offense is dead right now. This offense is dead. We need you to freaking wake up and do something. I don't know if that was said. If I was on the sideline, if I could pass the message to those guys, that's what it would be. I know you can do it. We've seen you guys do it. It's possible. Wake up and actually go do it. And all of a sudden, Javonte goes out there, runs for a first down, 10 yards. I think 11. Very next play, McLaughlin goes out there, runs 10 yards for a first down. Thank you. Okay. So that was fantastic to see. But we got to get that run game going, keep that up. And then, yes, we got to take those shots down the field. But Bo's confidence right now is what has me concerned. But Colton, yeah, exactly. Incredible defense all the way around. Let's get to the, again, stats here right now. So, oh, God, this is bad, guys. This is bad. Bo Nix, 7 for 15 yards, or 7 for 15. -7 yards. -7 yards for Bo Nix. Versus now positive news. Aaron Rodgers, 8 for 16. 56 yards there. So rushing yards, 53 for the Broncos, 45 for the Jets. Allen, I mean, he's had 5 carries, 26 yards. So yeah, we're keeping him up there, but let's see here. What else? Receiving. Jets receiving 81 yards. Again, Broncos -7. So I don't know, guys. It's not good. Our defense is doing everything. Our special teams is doing everything, but these numbers just scream that the offense is just gone. They're out to lunch. I think the play calling is just terrible. I really do. Let's see. Bidet shouldn't come back. He got hit hard on his back. I mean, that's up to the docs, obviously. But look, let's face it. How many times do you see a guy go out on a stretcher and he comes back that game, let alone the very next week? I mean, how often do you see that? So if it was serious enough for them to do that and put him in a neck brace, it was serious, Yeah, it could have all just been for precaution. He did get up of his own volition. He did walk over to the sideline, and that's when he really went down. So no spinal cord injury, concern there. But if it's a fractured vertebrae or something, yeah, definitely season-ending injury right there. Let's see. They'll look at the glove second half. Yeah, if they switch to the glove, I don't know what they do there. Cherry, I saw that. Yeah. They're probably going to switch to never wearing white pants again. Just to be honest with you. Let's see. Step up offense. I mean, Paula. I just want them to breathe. Not even step up. I just want them to just like exist. Okay. Let's face it, with this offense or with this defense and with the way the special teams is playing on top of that, I mean, if we had an average offense, this team could end the season 10-7. Easy. Okay. This defense is going to allow us a possibility of beating anybody in our division. Okay. But our offense right now, just total 180 from last week. I don't know what that was, if that was the practice conditions they had this week. I know there were some weird things with the weather. They were practicing like inside, maybe like a ballroom I saw or something. I never saw but it's just weird things. It was things that weren't familiar to them. So kind of maybe threw them off their rhythm. Did that play a part of anything? Just two tough teams back to back on the road. That's just tough in general, no matter what you do, whether you come home or you stay out in that time zone. So, either way, I can't fault the decision, but it's just like, there's a lot of things going on here, but I just want the offense to exist. Okay, let's get to some comments, guys. I'm going to catch up to these. Ken, how you doing? Very disappointed in Bo. Dude is being an absolute, in the rain. Dude, it's like whatever's going on, like there's just no confidence. He totally looks like here, you take it, like hot potato. And we don't need a hot potato guy. We need a freaking quarterback. Allison, how you doing? Bo Nix needs to not be afraid. Throw the ball, not chuck it. We're not chucking the ball. Okay, let's not do that. Defense is beyond awesome, Anthony. Totally agree here, Allison. Okay, yeah, Bidet's been ruled out the rest of the game. I would not be surprised if he's at the very, very, very least short-term IR. But hopefully I'm wrong and it's shorter than that. But we will see. Just thank God it wasn't worse than that. And thank God that Mims just basically got the wind knocked out of him. He'll feel that. He'll feel that tomorrow, guys. He's going to wake up and not want to move for sure. Heck, he may not even be able to make it off the airplane when he get back to Denver, just stuck in his seat. So I don't know. That one hurt, and I'm glad he's okay too. So, but just hoping Bidet's injury is not as bad as it could be. Ken, we were never going to win this game, but we're still a good team. The D is legit. Okay, Ken, look, your phrasing, I don't disagree with your premise, but let's look at the score. The score is 0-6. Yes, the first half stats are, is there a word for beyond atrocious? Dismal? I mean, just grotesque. Okay, I get it. But we saw a little bit of a run game. Okay. If Bo can connect on some of these passes, just some of them. Okay. Right. That could open up everything. Okay. I don't like the play calling in general. I don't like throwing behind the chain or, behind the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 8. Okay. That's stupid. I hate seeing that all the time when we're throwing the ball almost 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 8. Push the ball down the field, throw to the first down, the line of first down line. And it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand, because this is where the stories of the Steelers players laughing in the locker room after the game, saying, yeah, that offense is so plain, it's so bland, it's so obvious, it's so predictable. I look at this and I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Because all we're doing is we're doing these dink and dunk short passes, and their defense is swarming us. And then Bo is just off his game, can't connect on anything down the field, and it's just a mess. Everything's a mess. So, but if we just connect on a couple of those things, man, we could turn around really quickly. Defense keeps doing their thing. We get a couple touchdowns. This thing could turn around very quickly. But I'm also going to recognize the situation and the reality of the situation and say, I see the first number or the first half stats. And, you know, I don't know. I'm hopeful, but not quite optimistic right now. Kellen, how you doing? I feel like we need to revamp the receiving core. Nobody separates. Well, and look, this is a very young group. Okay. I was really hoping to see Vele out there today. Because he was off the injury list. So we were hoping to see him. I guess he just didn't have enough time to get game ready, I guess. But it's a very young group. Again, we're rebuilding rookie quarterback. So I agree. We're not talented in the wide receiver room other than Cortland. Where's Josh Reynolds been? I haven't even heard his name. Josh Reynolds hasn't even been targeted. He's been a nobody today. He's been an absolute nobody today. But this is bad. Oh my God. Cortland Sutton's been targeted 4 times, 0 receptions. Okay, Josh Reynolds has been targeted once. Sorry, there he is. 1 target there. Humphrey, 1 target, 0. Dulcich, 1 target, 0 receptions. Atkins, 1 target, 1 reception. McLaughlin, 1 for 1. Javonte, 1 for 1, but only -1 yards on that. Trey Franklin. I don't know if this is bad, guys. I get it. We need to revamp, but I'm going to say it this way. We need to rebuild, which is what we're doing. And it sucks to watch, but it is what it is. And we're going to stick by him no matter what. We're going to be here every week, no matter what, guys. Yeah, we've been doing it for 9 years. Okay. We're not going away. It hurts. I know. Ryan, get rid of all the wide receivers, RBs, and draft better. They're garbage. Can't even help Bo. Look, I think halfway through the 4th game of these guys, 4th starts in the NFL is too soon to call anyone a bust. They have a long way to go. And, the question is, how long are we willing to give them before we cut them? Is that a year? Is that half the season? Is that 2 years? How bad is it? Is there just 0 progression? Is there slow progression? Does somebody finally just click and gets it? I think Franklin could be a guy that just, it clicks and he gets it. And I don't know, turns out to be a big star, but, I get it. It's frustrating, dude, but it's not like these guys have been out there for 3 or 4 years and it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. So no, I can't say that we need to draft better yet because I don't know how we've drafted yet as of like this draft class. I can't judge that yet. Other than they're rookies playing against a very, 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 very tough defense in bad weather conditions against refs that kind of call everything right now. So, and they're calling it on both sides. So I can't be too upset about it. It's frustrating when it's just flag after flag after flag. But so Ryan, I get the frustration, man, but let's just be patient, man. We'll talk about it more as the season goes on for sure. And tight end. Look, that's just something we didn't have the availability to draft this year. When you have 20 needs on a team, but you can only draft, 10 player. Well, I'm just making up numbers, considering compulsory picks and all that stuff, everything. Undrafted players, you get 10, 12 players. You're not gonna fill the 20 needs in 1 year. This is the rebuild. You cut everything, you get down to the bare bones, and you start from scratch. So what was the main we needed this year? Quarterback, and we kind of did those things, right? Wide receiver, so 1 year at a time right now. When it's a rebuild, you have to take it 1 year at a time, man. But we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. It's going to happen. The Broncos will be back on top eventually. With this ownership group and this, yes, it's going to happen. Bo needs to get offense going somehow. Everything needs to get going somehow. Quick, game's back on. So true. Terrible throws. Agree. Jerry, how you doing? Mark my words. After halftime, we're going to kick ass. Let's see it. It starts here. Ryan, no better. Bo better get his legs ready. Yep. I think he just needs to trust himself. That's the big thing. Ken, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't catch up to all the comments. We don't have a single playmaker in offense. Yep. Totally agree. I mean, other than Cortland, but he's just being totally covered right now. And the ball is just not being put in a good position for him. He's playing hot potato with it. And he's chucking it. Anthony, how you doing? Game is definitely not over. It's only 0-6. It is only 0-6, guys. Hey guys, I appreciate all the comments. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. Make sure you check out all of our other content. We'll be doing the post-game podcast tomorrow night. We'll also be doing the Bourbon Broncos and OBS show Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Let's see. Run, 3-4 yard gain by, I'm guessing, Williams there. Nope, McLaughlin. Good first down play there. At 7 p.m. Mountain Time, Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, Bourbon Broncos No BS. And then check out the pregame podcast as well. Guys, thank you for tuning in today. We will catch you later. It's anybody's game right now. With the way these defenses are playing, let's see if this defense or if our offense can get something going, man. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, there's nothing left to say other than edit, as I always do, and I'm very strong. Go Broncos. Take care, guys.